Good evening, y'all. Is it Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. My name's Devon Walker. This is Talkin In TJ, episode 22? 22 or 23? One of those. We'll find out after I upload. Um, so, I saw Black Panther. So, you know that this episode has to be about Black Panther. And I think I want to ask the question, what what did Black Panther teach us? Question mark. I feel like there's a lot of lessons within the movie and within how successful the movie was that we can learn from Black Panther. So I like to ask that question openly to the world. What did Black Panther teach you? Um, and then before I answer the question, I'll go ahead and do a recap of why I started this video series. So Talkin TJ was a video series I started this year, basically to get some type of return on investment on my car, TJ. I thought about doing Uber, thought about doing Lyft, thought about doing, share rides. But at the end of the day, I really didn't want to spend more time to make money. I do have a full-time job currently, so I wanted to see, kind of passive ways that I can make money. So started talking TJ. One, it gets me more engaged with our channel, TH4 TV. It helps me practice talking to a camera, which can actually seem pretty awkward if you haven't tried it. It can seem very awkward at times, so it's good practice. So that's what Talking TJ is. Thanks for tuning in. Now, to answer the question, for me, I think it was very interesting to see how Black Panther did economically. And I say that because in America, the African American population does not make up even close to a majority of the population. I'm not sure. I think we're at like a 12% or 13% nationally. That's pushing it. Um, so I find it interesting that this is the highest grossing Marvel movie. That it's the fifth largest grossing movie of all time. Basically, it just kind of shattered a lot of box office records, um, but it was still a very black centric movie, like from an African American's perspective, from a black perspective. So I find it interesting that somehow this pro black movie in America, with African Americans being a true minority population wise, was still able to do so well economically. So, that can mean a couple of things. One, that means that a lot of, obviously non black people were supporting the pro black movie. So that means that there are a lot of allies out there. There are a lot of people that still, like to see black heroes, even though they might not be black themselves. Two, it also kind of showed maybe that African Americans or black Americans aren't going to the movies as much to see regular movies, but they were willing to go to the movies this time. Some people, I know a few people that went more than once to see this movie. So it kind of shows just the solidarity and the economic power within the black community when they feel the value is there, when they feel that their stories are being told. African Americans will come out and in record numbers apparently to see a movie. So what that means for me moving forward is I have a few business projects that I'm working on, and some of them are black specific, some of them are pretty general. um, I feel like in the past I've been a little concerned about doing things that are black specific just because the population isn't there, so I sometimes worry like, okay, will this even sell within the black community? Will it sell to allies? But I think Black Panther the movie shows that if you have a quality product, you really don't have to worry about it selling. It's going to sell, whether it's pro black or not. If you have a quality product, it is going to sell. Yeah, I think that's probably my takeaway. Obviously, there's a lot of like thematic things within the movie, like as far as African versus African American, as far as Black Americans, African Americans being lost, as far as ways to combat racism or ways to be political. Should you be violent? Should you be non-violent? There were tons of lessons within the movie, and I don't want to go into it too much because I know it's still kind of fresh. So there might be a few stragglers that haven't seen it yet. But again, let us know what was your biggest takeaway. What was the lesson that you were taught? What did you learn from Black Panther the movie? Let me know. I'm a big movie person. If you haven't heard before, one of my long-term goals is to do a full production movie. Ryan Coogler. I watched Fruitvale again the other day, and I realized that he was actually in that movie. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think for me, just seeing, a young Black director, young Black producers, young Black actors in a film, it motivates me and makes me, and makes my goal more realistic, because I won't be the first, and I won't even be, top 10. I feel like by the time I finally do my full production movie, there would have been, a whole bunch of Black directors and Black producers. So that's kind of, I don't know, it makes me feel like my goal is more realistic, like it can actually happen and it will be supported. Alright, I'm starting to rant now. So again, the question is, what did Black Panther teach you? What is the biggest lesson from Black Panther? I'm gonna figure out the question. Alright, you'll see it in the title. Click on it. Well, you already clicked on it if you're watching this. You know what? Alright, I'm done. Thank you for tuning in. Check out our blog, True Hell Forever. Like, subscribe, share, all those good things. But most importantly, Wakanda Forever! Stay true.